What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Salud Cabrones podcast. I am Danny Villegas.
And I am Javier Ledesma.
And before we get started, we ask you to like, comment, subscribe, and share the Salud Cabrones podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube. And follow us on all social media platforms at Salud Cabrones Podcast. And we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, the Law Office of Christopher Hoff, Chi-Town Effects Tattoo, the Lucha Libre Online Superstore. Shout out to our boy Rick Dog. Big shout out to 94.5 The Hits and Wrestling Tees, the T-shirt brothers all the way from Canada.
You know those boys just started their own podcast, Danny?
I saw that, man. Congrats to those gentlemen.
Yeah, good luck to you guys. The road to podcasting is a fun one, a stressful one, but you guys know where to reach out, man.
Well, yep, anytime, man. You guys can have great guests just like we have today. We have a special one today, bro.
This one has been a long time.
We've been trying to get this guy for a minute, but man, he's busy as hell. He finally fit us into his schedule.
Busy schedule, man.
Yes, I mean, wrestling legend, man.
OG. Danny, we've had some wrestling legends here in Chicago, and on the show from Chicago, and there are some of these workers that we hold to a certain standard, and this man right here, along with some of the greats that we've had come along the show, definitely is a pillar in the Chicagoland community as far as wrestling is concerned, as one of the very best and most hardworking vets that we know in the locker room.
And not only hardworking, but hardcore. Ladies and gentlemen, Hardcore Craig with us today.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Hey,
I
man.
appreciate that.
Thanks for coming, man. Talking with us,
glad
man.
I could fit it in.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Hey, Spade, go ahead and top that intro.
Oh, shit.
He's back home listening, motherfuckers.
I'll tell you what, though, man. Me and Javier are pretty hungover today. Craig's a little under the weather, but we're still here fucking doing it, man. Let's go. Come on now.
I brought my hot tea.
We've been fueling up on electrolytes, right, Danny?
Yeah, damn right.
I knew something was up. I walk in. I'm like, both of you are slugging Gatorade. At least you got the beers out.
I got the beers out. Yep. Brought him on the right time, man. No, Craig, like we said, bro. I mean, dude, how many years you been in?
35.
Holy shit.
Yeah, long time. December 10th, 1990 was my first match.
Wow. Okay. So walk us through the landscape of the professional wrestling world during that time. See, we have, in terms of anybody that follows the podcast, of anybody that actually, follows wrestling here in Chicagoland area, we always talk about Windy City as being kind of like the boom period of wrestling here in the Chicagoland area. Everything kind of derived from there. But you're talking 1990. It feels like you may predate that big boom that everyone talks about.
That was it. There was like no landscape. It was Windy City. There was no big independent scene. You had the boxing and wrestling commission back then. Everybody, they had to have them on the show, so it was really regulated back then. So, I mean, I trained up in Wisconsin with Tom Stone. And Johnny Stewart actually got started training Eric and I, Freedom. And, but yeah, there wasn't like a bunch of indie. Once the commission went away, that's when everybody started running shows because it wasn't regulated anymore. But yeah, Windy City was the only thing. I wrestled. Shit, there's still people to this day think that I live in Wisconsin because that's where, I was up there wrestling every weekend for God knows how long.
Now, were you always a wrestling fan as a kid growing up?
Oh, yeah. Used to watch AWA, sit on my grandpa's lap, and that's what I did, watch AWA. Yeah, I was a huge wrestling fan ever since I was a kid.
What were your first memories of that?
I don't know, like Dick the Bruiser, the Crusher. I love Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Nick Bockwinkel, Bobby Heenan.
It's funny they have a Snuka in there, considering that your style is nothing but.
No, it was just something that I was somebody who was always a big draw to me.
Yeah.
I was drawn to him, and the Freebirds, the Road Warriors,
The personalities that were around back then, definitely, like we talked to, like, for example, Vic Capri talking about how the Road Warriors influenced him. That's the reason why he's a professional wrestler. But then you look at his style; it's definitely nothing like a Road Warrior. For example, you just mentioned Snuka. You probably have more of a Road Warrior style than you do.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, those were just guys that I was always drawn to.
Exactly.
And obviously, you know, the British Bulldogs. Those Dynamite Kid was my idol.
Nice.
Growing up. I always.
So breaking into the business, man, you get into it, you start training. Once you start feeling those bumps, I mean, what's your first initial reaction to the first day of wrestling training?
First day of wrestling training was in my backyard, and I was taught to take bumps in the grass.
Oh, no
on
shit.
the ground. We didn't have a ring. We would go to Tom Stone up in Wisconsin, and he had a camp, and that's where we would train. And then in the summers, Jake the Milkman Milliman had a ring on his property.
Oh, yeah.
So like we would drive out there on a Saturday or Sunday, and we would just train and work in the ring out there too. So, but yeah, my first bumps were taken in my backyard.
Holy shit.
I was always really snug with my punches, so Johnny would make me learn how to throw a punch at my garage.
At the door, garage door?
Yeah. So I would stop hitting. He's like, well, you know what? You're not gonna be hitting him so hard if you learn how to throw a punch against the wall.
I read a story about Lance Storm, about the very first time he ever threw a super kick. And right now you just reminded me of that because it's like that's the old school mentality. I think he was wrestling Bobby Eaton or something like that, or Gentleman Adams.
Chris
and,
Adams,
they called for a super kick, and he had never thrown one in his career at that point in time. And he throws it, and you know, obviously it was okay, but it was horrible. He made contact and whatnot. And he's like, man, they're going to call this move over and over and over again. He's like, I should really learn how to do this. So
Yeah, right.
he went home and
Be a
started
good
super
idea.
kicking the wall.
Yeah, there you go.
Until he got really, really good at it. And I thought, I was like, that's kind of cool because subconsciously I've done that. Like I'll go to the wall and I'll either super kick it or try to punch it into like, you know, whatever. I don't actually make the contact there.
Yeah, right.
And it's kind of cool that you went through that process.
Yep. Yeah, Johnny made me do that.
So now, as you're getting in, man, are you training with guys that are older than you, guys your age?
Oh, everybody was older than me. I was 18.
So if you're getting in with these grown men, like, are you nervous at all? Are you?
At camp, no. But then once I got better and I started doing shows, working in the ring with them, I was really nervous because I didn't want to fuck anything up and ruin them, you know, mess their match up for them. You know, I
Yeah.
wanted to do good for them too. And they put a lot more trust in me as we went on, and then they ended up, you know, I'm working with all these big name guys or big guys. You know, I'm 185 pounds, and I'm working guys who are 280. You know, the Texas Hangman. You know, they're big dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wrestling guys who are 260, 280. You know, sometimes 300. I mean, big guys, but they put a lot of, you know, I worked with them a lot, and we trained a lot, and they started to put me over, and we had some really great matches for like a young high flyers.
Yeah.
Me and my partner.
I'm asking because I remember before I got into wrestling, I was a fan at PAL. I would always watch the shows, and I remember seeing you and your partner, and you know, I'm like, damn, these are big dudes, you know. And I remember I get into it, and obviously I had my first few matches, and then you're booked on a show, and then Jimmy books me against Craig. I was excited but nervous as shit. I'm like, damn, that's a man right there. I'm like, damn, you go
Whoop my ass.
yeah, but dude, it couldn't have been any nicer, and the match couldn't have been any easier. It was great. You know, it was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, we both. I mean, that's why I kind of dress up like the cartel colors. But I mean, I've worked with you guys a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and we've always had great shit together.
Yeah.
You are by far an intimidating person when you don't know who Hardcore Craig is. Like Danny said, he's probably nervous. I can imagine anybody sitting in there going like, "Oh, I'm working Craig today, and I don't know him," and they see you sitting across the room, like, "Fuck." But then they get to meet you, and you're a freaking teddy bear, man. Has that always been the case, or that you soften up over the years?
No, that's always been the case. I mean, I've never tried to like be like a big locker room bully or anything. I've been a locker room enforcer. You know, and, you know, I've been considered a ring general and shit like that. But yeah, no, there's no reason. I mean, we're all out there to make each other look good and put on a good show.
Right.
You know, yeah, you got your dickheads in the locker rooms that are like that, but they kind of get pushed to the side.
They get filtered out eventually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, they eventually filter them out.
You ever had anybody try to test you?
No, not really. I mean, there's been a couple times where I've gone back and forth, but nothing I can really say were trying to test me in the ring.
Now, your old partner, is that the guy that you trained with? Because his name was Stone, right? And your partner?
No, Tom Stone was the guy. Rocky Tom Stone. He wrestled I mean, he wrestled on all the indie. He wrestled on all the territories and everything. He'd been around for a long time. He did a lot of the bringing a lot of the guys to do extra work for WWE.
Okay.
I mean, Russ, he knew everybody.
Yeah.
And he was great. That's who I trained with. My partner, they actually was Mike from Milwaukee.
Okay.
And he was the beach bum. He did a surfing gimmick.
Okay.
And
Because when you were in POW, was that your partner? Was that your partner in POW?
no, he never worked for POW.
Okay. Because there's a guy I saw you in POW with. He was your tag team partner. Back when I first started watching the shows. Another bald guy. I think his last name was Stone or something like that.
Oh, that was Steve Stone.
Steve Stone.
Yeah,
there
no,
you go.
Yeah, no, we didn't train together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
He started later. Obviously, I think everybody in this business has started later than me now. But yeah, that's who. Yeah, that's Steve Stone.
Steve Stone.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking about. Okay.
Yeah.
How long did you guys tag for?
Oh God, I don't know. We worked for POW. We worked all over the place. We would go to War in Ohio. We did Brew City Wrestling. I mean, him and I wrestled all over the place. Yeah, I would probably say maybe 8 years.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Because when I first started watching POW, that's who I saw you with, Steve Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two big bald.
Yeah, I'll never
Those-
forget Steve. I still got that on the top of my head from you. Hey, brother, thanks for the chair shot.
Is that what it's from? A chair shot?
Yeah, I had a wedding the next night. My buddy was getting married. I'm like, we're gonna do the turn tonight. Steve's gonna give you a chair shot. And I'm like, fuck. I go, I don't want to get color, and I got a wedding the next night. Blah blah blah. Steve's like, oh no, it'll be fine. Blah blah blah. And he hits me with the chair, and I go down, and I knew it was stiff. It was stiff as shit. And which I expect. I want it to lay it in, and I'll yell at you.
Yeah.
You better lay your shit in, because I'm gonna hit you back. And when I seen the blood pouring out of my head, I'm like, oh fuck. Went to the wedding the next night because they wouldn't stitch it up.
Oh, they wouldn't stitch it up?
No, because I went to urgent care the next day. And they're like, no, you should have came in last night. You should have went to the emergency room. We can't stitch it now due to the risk of infection.
Oh, shit, okay.
An infection in my head. So yeah, I had to go there with
A big old
gash.
wide open gash on the top of my head, walking around with cocktail napkins all night.
What happened to you?
Yeah. Well, everybody knew. Everybody at the wedding knew that I wrestled. But yeah, Steve and I, we wrestled all over the place. And then we did our feud and everything. Then he, unfortunately, had to retire, due to multiple concussions and everything.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then I started teaming with Corporal Robinson. Well, Steve was after. The guy that I was talking about going way back with Tom Stone was Barfly Mike.
Okay.
That's when we did our split. That's what they made him, was Barfly. And then I eventually evolved into Hardcore Craig.
Mm-hmm. And where did the hardcore come from?
Because at the time there was a lot of guys coming in from Ian Rotten's promotion, IWA Mid-South, yeah. So there were a lot of the guys were coming up, and that's where Mid-American Wrestling, ran by Carmine DeSpirito, it started going more that hardcore ECW.
Yeah, the influence
style.
of the ECW.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I was doing all that shit before he was bringing these guys in. Then it just started getting better and better, like more hardcore shit. And Carmine said, we're going to have to change your name. And he's like, we could call you Kamikaze Craig or Hardcore Craig. And I'm like, I don't like that Kamikaze. I'm doing hardcore shit. Let's just go with Hardcore
Imagine if you would have been
Craig.
Kamikaze Craig and coming out with little kamikazes.
Yeah. Well, you know who ended up using the Kamikaze name?
Who?
Ken Anderson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Kamikaze Ken Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, there was a point in time that's what his name was.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't think that you guys would have made that
Yeah,
connection.
we were all,
the way through.
he broke in at that time of Mid-American Wrestling, and he that's when he started wrestling.
I'm sure he's like, come on, hardcore Ken Anderson. Nope, we're giving it to Craig. God damn it.
No,
So you guys
Ken-
train together? You and
No, we didn't train together. I was already in the business,
Okay.
and he was getting into the business
Yeah.
at the time. And yeah, Ken's a great dude. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing really well, him and Sean Davari.
Yeah, they got a school, right? They got
Yeah.
a school up in
Yep.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he just came back to TNA.
He just did us a little comeback.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This past week.
Yeah, I don't know if
Oh,
it's
no
like
kidding.
I don't know if it's like continuous thing because they brought back a couple of names here
Mm-hmm.
and there for like the nostalgia aspect of it because they did the same thing with the what is it OMI or ODB.
Oh, she's back too.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So then
They were dating at the time.
Oh no
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey Ken, let's get you on the show, man. Tell us all the deets.
No, I remember one match I seen that the one that Justin had at the arcade that place. in the
Oh,
city.
yeah.
It was you and Vic.
Yep.
And man, I remember that match you guys had covered in fucking crimson match. Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
I love working with Vic. That was I like memorable matches. Like
Yeah.
two of them are with Vic.
Yeah.
Both times, like I was
Yeah, that match
probably
was
lost
good.
a gallon of blood, but it's worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
match
and
was
we
good.
we always have a lot of fun together. We both beat the shit out of each other. I expect it, and he expects it right back, and he wants it back just like
Oh,
me.
yeah.
So that's what puts it together great. We had a match before that in Blitz, and I choke slammed him off a 12-foot ladder.
Oh shit.
Through a table, yeah.
Uh-huh.
We both went down onto the stage, that was a bloodbath on my end too. But I trust that guy with my life. He's,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's it goes hand in hand, and why you can have such a really good match and do all that shit with each other.
Right.
It's hard to think of two more respected names than the two of you guys. It's insanely hard. Like there's so many like really well respected workers in the Chicagoland area, but when the two that kind of stand out as like this is what Chicagoland pro wrestling is, it's always been the two of you guys. I've always thought that. Considering that he's kind of calling it quits,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that? You wish you gotten a chance to get in there one more time with him?
Yeah, we talked at Eric Priest, the fundraiser we did for him because Vic was on the show, and we were talking backstage, and I said I'd really love to just get one more with you. He's like, and I'm taking limited bookings. He's like, I'd love to also, but we'd have to find somebody to book it. But I'd love to tear it up with him one more time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like this. I think this coming week is his last match. I mean, been in the business just as long, and with you, man. Like, what's your secret to the longevity? Because you fucking still look amazing, and you still work really good. Yeah.
Everybody's so much younger than me, so I have to push myself and just go to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Watch what I eat, and it's tough. But
So what's your secret for the longevity in the business?
I don't know. Just work hard.
Thought he was gonna be like vodka.
Put in the work. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to put in some effort, and
Because I had 35 years, you said, right, in the business?
yeah. And I slowed down a lot. Obviously, you guys know where. I mean,
Yeah.
Steve and I, when we were working, we were working 60, 70 shows a year. I mean, we'd go wrestle on a Friday night, and then we'd go do a Saturday afternoon show somewhere, and then we'd go do a Saturday night show, and then we'd go somewhere else and do a Sunday afternoon show. We would do that
shit.
a lot,
Yeah.
But when my son started wrestling, that's when, and he's very good, and he was very good right from the get-go. So then I started traveling with him. So I want to be there for him. So that's when my dates started slowing down, and that became a priority. And now he's in college, where when he was in high school, he's wrestling for, he's Team Illinois, and he's doing Greco and freestyle on top of that. So his wrestling seasons from the first week of November to the last week of July, because they would always compete at the Fargo Nationals.
Yeah.
So that was a long wrestling season, but I don't miss his wrestling matches.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
what it's about.
You were telling us before, 16th in the nation, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that is impressive.
He'll be in the top 10 this year.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to
He's
Luke,
putting in
man.
the work, yeah.
He's even gotten in the ring.
I was
Oh, yeah,
going
a
to say
couple
that.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a natural.
Yeah.
Like,
How
long
was
has he
that
been-
conversation for you guys to get him into the pro wrestling ring?
How did I end up getting in?
No, him. I remember he had that match at POW.
Oh, we had a couple,
Yeah.
and like the first time that he'd been in the ring with me since he was 5. I started taking him to shows, and we'd get in the ring and mess around beforehand. But when he was in 8th grade, and it was at Jimmy's show when they were doing it in Addison.
Oh, okay.
For Rage.
Yeah.
Remember,
we were the main event.
crowd was all his friends.
Well, it was his wrestling team.
Yeah.
Had come and they had brought them out and they did a big thing, you know, circled, got them all in the ring and everything. I appreciate that. Jimmy did a lot for those kids. They loved it. But Eric and GQ and Jimmy, well, Jimmy says, I want to get Luke involved in the main, and I'll have him come in and crotch shot me and then give me a drop kick. And Eric's like, well, oh no, I mean, if you're gonna, I want to put the kid over too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do something with him. And then GQ's like, well, fuck that. I'm doing something too. We're doing something. And
Yeah.
so we didn't let anybody know.
Mm-hmm.
It was, we kayfabed everybody, even Luke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? You didn't know?
Yeah, because I don't want to go tell. I want to tell all his friends and shit. And
Yeah.
ruin it. So I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm going to go there. I've got to get there early. And I said, come on, you're coming with me. He's like, I don't understand why I got to go so early. I'm like, let me just, I'll go with everybody else. I'm like, no, get in the fucking car. You're coming with me. And then we start driving, and he's pouting and all pissed off. And I don't understand why I got to go so early with you. And I said, listen, these guys are doing a lot for you tonight. You're going to be involved in the main event. You're getting in the ring. He's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, oh, yes, you are. I go, we've been working this storyline for months. And I go, this is the biggest show of the year. And these guys want to do this for you. You're doing it. You're getting in the ring. So we got there early, and there was like 5 minutes before they're letting the crowd in. And I said, I want to run him through the shit that we're going to do.
Yeah.
And we get in the ring, we run over it once, run over it twice. And I said, you got to like really get fired up, and he did good.
Mm-hmm.
But then once he got thrown in the ring in front of that crowd, he knew what to do just instinctively, probably from, obviously being in the locker room and around it for so long and seeing what we do and how I do it and how we all do it. He was just a natural.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and the kid's never like actually been to a training school or anything like that. He just knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird thing is, like, the most vivid memory I have of that night is his drop kick.
Yeah.
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 Jimmy, I got a great picture of that, and I say that to Jimmy all the time because he cracked Jimmy good with it. There's a good close-up where his face, his feet are like this on Jimmy's face.
The weird thing is, he doesn't talk trash about him hitting him with that drop kick, but he does about me with the drop kick I hit him.
To be fair,
it was fair.
Luke didn't drop kick him face first into a door.
Hey, but he still planted his foot right in his face.
Yeah, well, Jimmy told him to bring it. And,
he did.
He did, and he nailed everything. And then he did the spot with Eric, the duck one, and then do the leg scissors. And that's something that Eric and I would do all the time. I always did the leg scissors, so Eric wanted to do that with Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And he had never done it before, and he nailed it. I actually stole that from Jerry Lynn.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Because when we were wrestling on the Indies, Jerry Lynn and Sean Waltman were wrestling. They were going around doing their shit together, and I would see them doing that all the time. And then so when we were on other shows, I would do it.
Yeah,
so,
and that's cool that he had Luke do it.
Yeah, that's what
awesome.
Eric wanted to do.
Yeah.
So props to Eric. Thank you.
And did he practice that beforehand, Luke?
Just twice in the ring.
Just twice?
Yeah, just did it twice in the ring, and it's like, all right, crowd's coming in, doors are open, like fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kid, you got to get pumped up, get ready. And I remember I told him, you got to turn to the crowd and get fired up. And I remember in the match, he rips his hoodie off, and I made my way to the apron so I could watch everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And I see him rip it off, and he takes his hoodie and throws it out into the crowd, and I watched it go over. I'm like, fuck, I just paid $50. I better get that back. But yeah, he had it, man. He got that crowd fired up.
I remember that, yeah. Because I was there for
time.
that show. I remember that. And now is he talking about doing it again?
After college.
After college?
Yeah. We might do what we had talked about. I'd like to do a fundraiser. I wanted to do it this year for the wrestling team in Whitewater.
Mm.
And just shit's not lining up with, I'm like, we got to get going on this. We're going
Right.
to do it before you graduate. He's a junior now. But we'll do one next year. I got to do something.
Yeah.
One time, like his college has got to see him wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it our style.
What was the drive home after that day? Like in terms of like, we know how when we have a really great match, it's tough to get that adrenaline to go down.
Oh,
and we're
yeah.
driving home all excited, like, man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
How was that drive home?
Oh, I was like that the next day.
He was like, Dad, it's okay now. No.
And then Monday it carried on for him because then and then he goes
back
to
to
school.
school.
And he's a
Yeah.
superstar.
He's a
School.
superstar, right?
Celebrity.
Yeah. So did he get the bug at all when he from that first one?
Yeah. He's always wanted to get into wrestling, but like I said, now once he's got really good and at his folk style wrestling with school, he knows he's dedicating himself to that, but he'll end up doing it after college.
Yeah. Now, did you wrestle in school?
No, I did not. I played baseball and football.
Okay.
And I was a huge bowler. Too.
Okay.
I bowled a lot. My dad was a pro bowler.
Really?
And
Talk about a missed gimmick.
yeah. So I did go out for the wrestling team my sophomore year, and then got appendicitis that night. And I figured, you know what, maybe 4 sports is too much.
Yeah. Now, do you still bowl to this day?
No. I have a couple times, but yeah, my back's too messed up. It really hurts bad.
Yeah.
But what's weird is like I'll go and wrestle and maybe I need a chiropractor because I take a bunch of big hard falls and then I feel great for a couple days.
I was gonna say, for a lot of times the older we get, and Danny, he's like, oh man, he's like, I gotta go and take these bumps, and sometimes he'll minimize the bigger bumps. We have these matches against some vets, and for the most part, everybody seems to be slowing out. For a guy that's been in the business for 35 years, there's not a whole lot that you ever say no to.
No.
That's one of the things that
know.
I don't think I've ever paid a lot of attention until just now, that I'm like, you're right, you do take these crazy bumps. You've been 35 years in there.
Yeah, no, I used to take a lot crazier shit back in the day, but yeah, I mean, if it makes sense, I'll take it. And as long I'm not gonna go diving through like a trampoline and barbed wire right now because fuck Monday morning I gotta go to work. But I mean, normal any kind of bumps. I mean, back in the day I would take it through light tubes and all that shit. But there's no need for that anymore. Like with Vic and I, we wouldn't need a trampoline and barbed wire, but there's other gimmicks and shit we do, and we know how to use it and how to work it and make it make sense. If it don't make sense, I don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah. And now, how much longer do you see yourself going? Because we talked about how Vic, this coming week could be in his last match. How much longer do you see yourself?
Well, my
going
son's
for?
a junior in college, so he's got 2 more years of school.
Okay.
So I need to make it long enough to wrestle him.
Okay.
That's what
so you want to wrestle? Okay.
I want to wrestle my kid.
Yeah.
You putting him over, or are you jobbing him out?
Job his ass out.
How many chops you gonna give him?
Probably about 4, and then he'll light me up, and I'll be like, okay, that's
We're
enough.
done here.
You see my kid. You know he's going to job the shit out of me.
So then, would you say that would be your last match? Would be against you against Luke?
That's what I would
That's
like,
when you
yeah.
would. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's all for it.
Oh, he doesn't know it yet, but I'm sure now he's going to
He's gonna be sitting like,
and be like, oh, yeah, Dad,
Yeah,
you got
okay.
it coming. You're going to have to take it because I know what you want now.
like earlier I said chops. You are known for your chops, man. Holy fuck. Is there every time you chop someone and they were like, and they just caved and was like, dude, fuck you.
Oh, yeah, but I expect them back. If you're going to throw a fucking chop, it better register. And, when you're close up into like if you're fighting on the outside, those people got to fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the ring, these chops that go, and you're 8 feet away and you're not even registering, like, no, I want to be lit up too. I'm going to light you up, and everybody knows. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I throw a hell of a chop.
Oh, hey.
But I love to be lit back up. Give it right back to me. What bothers me when guys throw their arms up and try to block, and then your wrist
Oh, yes.
hits their forearm and shit. That's when I'll give you a shot in the face.
Yeah.
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 You get an elbow or a forearm or something. Like, hey, what the fuck? You can break my wrist or my arm.
Yeah.
You know, don't cover up.
I've seen people do that before.
Yeah, and I hate that. Yeah.
They see it coming in right away. They do one of these.
They'll do one of those, and then you chop their fucking forearm.
Oh, yeah.
I learned early on that in order to like get yourself like a little extra time between those chops is the old sell and hang on the rope routine.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I would get chopped, I'm like, holy shit, that fucking hurt. Oh!
drop down in the corner.
Yes.
Roll around.
Yes. Because I'm like,
Chop me if I'm on my hands and knees.
and I would do that to people that would chop me so hard. They're like, come on, dude, you got to take another. No.
I'm taking a powder.
Legs all up in the air, roll out. Man, that was the hardest chop I ever. I know.
Man, rolled him right onto the second row.
Who would you say has the hardest chops that you've been chopped by?
Man, you just took my question, bro.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
He's like, no one chops as hard as me. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, I mean, I like it when I like to get lit up. I don't know. A lot of people throw some good chops. Paulie does. I have to think about that. Brandon Blaze.
Yeah, because one of the hardest shots I ever felt was yours. Yours?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I take pride in that.
It's like, oh, yeah. I'm going to feel that one tomorrow. And yeah. Big old handprint. Pfft.
Is there, like you mentioned, Wrestling Vic, and enjoying that? Are there people that when they book you and you're like, oh man, this is going to be a chop fest. This is going to be one of those kind of like really hard hitting matches because you know that they're going to give it right back to you the same way you give them to them. Do those kind of matches pump you up more? Than your
Yeah, I
average
love
match?
it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's regular than an average match. Like you're working. I know somebody like working with Vic or like when I work with Paulie. Like, yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be a banger because we're going to we're going to go.
Yeah.
Dog shit out of each other, huh?
Yeah, and it looks, it doesn't look like dog shit. We beat the dog shit out of each other.
Yeah.
That's the big difference.
Yep. And those are the matches that you get all the reactions from. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
In 35 years, can you narrow down? I know this is probably the most difficult thing to think about, but can you narrow down your like top 3 matches in 35 years? Is
Well,
that
the
such a
two
thing?
with Vic, the one from the arcade
the arcade
place
show, yeah.
and the Blitz, those are definitely paired in there. Blitz's last show was at a baseball shows that they used to do at the Slammers, I think it was.
Okay.
Either the Joliet Jackhammers or the Slammers, something like that. But Scarpone would run shows. Well, his last show was when he closed down. I said, if I'm doing this as the last Blitz show, I want to wrestle Paulie. I want to wrestle my tag team partner. So we both went out there, and it was kind of confusing to the crowd because we're both wearing the same gear,
Yeah.
and yeah, we're both bald-headed. Everybody knows that we're tag team partners, but that was a really good match. I really enjoyed that, and we just went out there and shot from the hip and flew by the seat of our pants and called pretty much everything in the fucking ring, which you don't see too much anymore.
No, you don't see that.
And yeah, we just went out there, had a blast, and we were smashing each other good. But yeah, that was one that got really pumped up and looked forward to that.
Speaking of Paulie, he's a gear maker. Do you have any say in any of the shit that you wear?
No, absolutely not.
No, he just shows up. You're wearing this.
Sometimes he won't even show me. He'll be like, "I'll just bring this gear and that gear." I have to have the most singlets on the indie scene. My son will never have to buy a singlet because Paulie will not wear the same singlet more than once. Every show, I get a new singlet. I mean, that's great for me.
That is,
I mean, I got Tupperware bins. I can't tell you how. I should go count them. See how many hundreds of singlets I have.
Now, how did you and Paulie team up? How did that come about, the tag team?
That was actually, we were doing Blitz, and we worked not together as a tag team, but against each other. I was tagged up with Corporal Robinson in Mid-American Wrestling, and Paulie had just come in, and he was newer, and we actually wrestled against him. And fast forward to Blitz, he was involved with the Three Rings, and it was a storyline or whatever, where there's ARW out of Indiana wanted to bring us in as a tag team. They just saw the two of us, and they're the ones who actually put us together.
Oh, okay.
And we went to ARW, and then...
That's Chano, right?
Yeah, Chano. and then we came back, and then I just kind of talked about it like, hey, we're doing this thing down here. We had a blast, and they wrote us. They seen our matches, and then they wrote us in together, and there we are.
Now, you guys have two incarnations of your tag team, right? One where you guys wear masks and one without. Because I've seen you guys are the haters, or what is it?
That's the haters. That was Insane Clown Posse deal, and that was with Paulie and his brothers. They did that for ICP, for Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Vito and Sal don't wrestle anymore, and the Clowns wanted the haters back, and we're trying to get Vito to come back, and Vito was cool enough to say, hey, you know what, I'm done wrestling, but hey, my brother is still wrestling, and his partner would fit fucking great. He's a great worker, and he could do it. So we did a show, and Paulie made up the gear and everything, and we took pictures at the show and showed them, and they're like, fuck yeah, we're using them. So then we did the haters gimmick just for ICP.
Okay.
And then
I saw those pictures and I was like, that's pretty hilarious, the fact that they're the haters.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all their gimmick. The haters were known through ICP, and that was the time.
How was it wrestling for the Juggalos?
Oh, it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. How long ago was that? Because I remember you guys doing it.
Oh God. It's got to be 8 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
What makes working for the Juggalos so fun? I have heard from a bunch of people that have worked for them, and they all have the same thing. They all say the same thing. It's great, it's fun. What makes those kind of shows for ICP a lot different than your typical indies?
Because if you ever see one of their shows, it's all different. It's totally different from anything else any show that you wrestle on. Just a different atmosphere, a different crowd. Their reactions. I mean, they really get into it. And they don't even have to know who you are.
Are they even a wrestling crowd, or is it? Because I know ICP, they're music. They do music.
Yeah.
So
but they have a huge following for the wrestling too.
That company's been around for a really long time.
Yeah.
Before it was kind of a gag for a while when it was champion shit wrestling, and then it actually went, let's do it legit. But yeah, they've been around for a long time. I've seen videos. I've never been part of an ICP show, but I've seen videos where they have those matches at midnight at the Gathering and things of that nature.
That's where I always
shit.
That was wild. Wrestling at the Gathering. Fuck yeah, going on at 1 o'clock in the morning. But there was always shit going on there, like Dysfunction. Kurt, we had wrestled. It was like midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever. But I remember we were sitting in the wrestlers have their own gated off area where you camp at. You're not out with the fans and everything. And they had given us an all access passes and golf cart, and we're looking up through the forest, and I see that there's like this lights, you can hear music, and I'm like, something's fucking going on up there. Let's jump in the golf cart and go check it out. So Paulie and I and Kurt jumped in the golf cart, and I grabbed a bottle of Canadian Club, and we just took off. And it was Static X was playing
Nice.
Oh,
up
okay.
there. And
Nice,
it was fucking like 3 o'clock in the morning. We're out there partying and shit. Yeah,
I just saw Static
it's a
X
total
last
different
week.
atmosphere, but there's always something going on
Nice.
there, and it's a wide variety too, because they have like comedians there, all different styles.
I've seen their lineups, and it's always wild because there's always something for everyone there.
Yeah, it was that was a lot of fun. That was the one thing I always wanted to wrestle at the Gathering, because Ian and Corporal and Pondo, all those guys all wrestled there all the time. Colt Cabana, I saw him 2 months ago or whatever. He doesn't do that anymore, but because he was Officer Colt, Officer Cabana,
yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's a total different atmosphere and everything that I've ever done anywhere else.
Is there something that you would like to, aside from wrestling, Luke, before you do call it quits, is there something that you like to accomplish in wrestling before you finish it, aside from wrestling your son?
No, I've
Done it all.
I've got to wrestle overseas. I've wrestled in Canada. I've wrestled in WWE. So, I mean, yeah, that's it.
What was your WWE experience?
It was just Tom Stone would book us as extras, and
Who did you work during those days?
my first one was against it was Rick Martel,
Wow, the model, huh?
Yeah, and he
Wow.
was cool as hell, and I was a nervous fucking wreck. We had wrestled 2 days before, and Eric and I wrestled in our hometown at the Powwow Days in Westmont, and I got color, not thinking like I'm an idiot. And then why did I do that? And then we drive to do WWE, and I'm like making sure I super glued it, try to make sure you didn't see it. First thing Martel comes up, and he's like, I'm opening that thing up tonight. And he keeps telling me I'm like, oh shit. He's like, I'm just messing with you, kid. That was easy as pie. But I mean, yeah, it was. Yeah, we were in Canada. I wrestled the Bushwhackers. I had 2 nights off. I got to wrestle the Bushwhackers. I mean,
Nice. That's
easy,
awesome.
Easy as pie. You know, poor Eric had to wrestle Nails and the Barbarian and got his ass fucking whooped.
And he told us about like trying to what is it, skip out on wrestling the Steiner brothers. Right? He's all like, oh shit.
Yeah, you know who ended up there. That was me. Yeah.
You wrestled with Steiner Brothers?
I'm the jabroni that had to go in there and fucking pound it on him.
I was about to say.
I just watched Cully from the James Gang. There were 2 vets when I was breaking in, and they broke his collarbone. And he's laying there, and I'm like, fuck, well, they couldn't use, in an uproar, we can't use the video, their tape, because he broke his collarbone. And blah, blah, blah. Who could take the Frankensteiner? Can you take the Frankensteiner? No, but he can, and he points at me. I'm like, you motherfucker, are you kidding me? He just broke my buddy's collarbone. And he's like, can you take the Frankensteiner? I said, yeah, how do you give it? Do you give it in the ring or off the top rope? He's like, easy, kid. Like, we're going to keep it easy. I do it in the middle of the ring. You could do it off the top rope. And I go, I do it all the time with this other guy. All right, we'll do it in the middle of the ring. Yeah, I had to go in there and get crushed by the Steiners.
I was about to ask, how was that experience working the Steiners?
Never
experience of
talk to
Stein-
Rick. Yeah.
I was gonna say, screw the experience of the Steiners. How was that afterwards, driving home with freedom? You dick.
Oh yeah. Well, Tom Stone was driving. We would carpool with them a lot, and like when we went to Canada, we were in a big van. A bunch of us went up. Rockin' Randy was with us. He was always, Randy Fox doing all his shit. But yeah, no, I mean it was a night off, and I didn't get hurt. We never even talked to Rick. I never even saw him until we got into the Gorilla and getting ready to walk out. Scott set everything all up.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, never even talked to Rick. He just went out there and started throwing people around.
So he was just he was a dick like that, Rick Steiner? He just didn't.
Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I never talked to him before. Didn't talk to him after. Nothing. Scott handled everything. Came back, said, "You guys did great. Good job. Thanks."
Damn.
Those days working for WWE, did anything get close to being materialized to potentially and then being a contracted wrestler for them?
No, I was told I was too small.
Really?
I'll just leave that at that.
Yeah.
There are other things that happen with that. But
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, later on, Steve and I were sending a lot of tapes in. Nova was the head of talent.
ECW Nova, right? You're talking about?
Yeah. And we were sending a lot of stuff, and we would talk back and forth with him a lot. And then that whole thing went down with the steroids and everything, and he got canned, and everybody else did. And then got a letter that Dreamer was taking over, and just resubmit your stuff in another year. And I'm like, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
How old were you when all that happened? When you were doing
I say I'm too old. That was probably 15 years ago. I'm still doing it. But yeah. Yeah, no, we just stopped submitting stuff, I got the letter. I still got the letter behind my bar.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Who's it signed by? Is it Dreamer?
I think it was signed by Dreamer. I think he's the one who wrote that he was taking everything over. I'm gonna have to look at that.
Nice. You mentioned earlier on that when you first started your journey, you were about 170, 180 pounds, something like that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I always like to talk to some of the workers is about the evolution of their character. But for you, it's the evolution of your body, because Danny mentioned, you always look good. You've been, it's partly the secret of your longevity in the business. At what point in time did you say, man, I got to do something here because I'm $180? I gotta, put on some pounds because I'm in here wrestling these guys that are 280. What point in time did your body start to change and start kind of becoming the Craig that we know?
It
today?
was way after that. It was probably because when I started obviously getting older, I wanted to be able to do it longer. And now a lot of guys are coming in younger than me. I want to be able to still hang and bang with them. So that's why I just started working out more and more. And then my kid, I mean, you've seen him, what he looks like. And I'm like, shit, I really got to work out extra hard because he's a beast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's like 2 different motivationals there to keep me going.
I like how you say he's a beast, but to us, to like the average people in the locker room, when we see you going in there, and you're like, that's a beast.
No, but Luke is, he's put on some size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember I'd seen him, and then I didn't see him again for a couple of years, and I see him again, and he's just, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no
Luke got
neck.
big.
Yeah, just straight down. Yeah.
Baby Brock, dude.
Yeah, right.
But no, I would like to think that, you're part of that inspiration for him to, lift and look as good as he does, because.
That's actually his cousins.
Okay.
They were all wrestlers, so
Okay.
that's where he really strived to. And when he was in junior high, his cousin actually was helping the team because he started teaching there, and then the coach ended up handing the team over to my nephew. Mm-hmm. So that's like he was like a big motivational. And to Luke, like I said, I never wrestled. The shit that I yell at his matches and stuff, you think I did? Like I know what I'm talking about, but no, his cousins are the ones, Connor and Cullen. Mm-hmm. They were the big inspiration to. I want to be just like they were, and they'll both tell you that Luke's way surpassed anything that we've done.
Mm-hmm. And then I know because your job is pretty physical. And it's funny. There's a small world. That's him and my dad know each other from the job site.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So the first time my dad came to a wrestling show and he sees Craig, he's like, what the fuck? I know him. I work with him.
Elmhurst Hospital.
Yeah.
He's an iron worker and I'm a pipe fitter.
Yeah.
We just happened to be on the same job and never knew. It never came up that, hey, my kid wrestles or, oh, hey, I wrestle. Never came up until we were at that. It was the bowling alley show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Because I remember it in the ring, and I look out in the crowd. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
As you're chopping his son.
That's my dad. Like, your kid's getting it tonight.
Stiffing your kid extra hard.
No, but like like I said, you got a physical job, and then obviously the physicality in the ring. Does that ever affect your shoot job?
No, not really. I mean, I'm stiff. Mm-hmm. A little sore or whatever. But yeah, no, it's never. My injuries have impacted my job and stuff like that. But I run work. I'm a foreman. I run jobs, so that kind of helps because I still work with the tools and I do all the shit, but I'm also in charge of other people. So like when I tore my bicep off, I just happened to be lucky enough to where I had a crew of 14 guys that I'm running, so I really had no time to run. Tearing my bicep off couldn't happen at a better point because I was running that job. I could still work after the surgery and everything because I was just involved in everything else out of the aspect of I'm not in there welding and lifting pipe and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. So give us a list of your injuries that you've had throughout all these years.
35 years. I'm sure there's one a year.
Multiple. Tore my ACL and MCL. I couldn't tell you how many stitches and tubes of super glue I've gone through. Fractured my sternum in like 20, 30 spots. Bruised my lungs. Tore my shoulder. Then tore my bicep off. Had a few teeth knocked out and knocked through my mouth and shit. Other than that, a lot of bruises and
bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
Because I said, because you got a pretty demanding job, man, and to go and do all these shows before you started slowing down.
Yeah.
You said you were running like crazy and working all these weekends and then having to go to work Monday morning with all these injuries and a whole weekend of wrestling. I'm just curious.
It's always funny, like when I would do a thumbtack match or something. Somebody who doesn't know, like, fuck happened to your face? You know, because I have a bunch. You know, I had to do a spot where I turn my head and the guy stomps me, and then I take my face into the thumbtacks, and I got them all over. You know, and be like, "What the hell happened to you this week? You got a black eye? You got like pimples all over your face?" I'm like, "Nah, it's from thumbtacks." What? Like, never mind.
Oh my god.
What are the most interesting reactions that you've gotten over the years when people find out you're a wrestler, specifically one of your style, and because of the injuries and gashes and stuff like that?
Nah, nothing really like, oh my god. Well, yeah, no, there was one. Well, it was a really cool story. At Blitz, there was this family and this kid. They were at every show that we would go to, and I ended up getting very close with this kid. And he actually wrestles, and my son would work with him now. You know, and so, but for months, I never told anybody at this little bar that me and my buddies go to that I wrestle. I kept it a secret. I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm a pro wrestler, you know.
Right.
And one day I'm sitting and I look through the corner into the front bar, and this lady, Donna, is looking at me. She goes, come here. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I pissed off Donna. I love her. God rest her soul. She goes, I was at my grandson's house this weekend, and he wanted to show me his room. He had just cleaned his room and reorganized everything, and he's a huge wrestling fan. And I'm like, oh, fuck. She goes, and I'm looking at the pictures on his wall and stuff, and he's telling me who, and she's like, oh, my God. And she goes, I see all these pictures of you on his wall. And she's like, oh, my God, I know him. That's Craig. And he goes, you don't know him. That's Hardcore Craig. She's like, I never knew you were a wrestler. She goes, he comes into my bar all the time. And sure as shit, we got really close and everything. And yeah, and I bonded with her grandson. He had came in, and we had lunch together, and we sat down and talked. And then I worked with Donna, like, hey, you know, he wants to take it to the next level like Luke. He wants to get better. I set him up to go and train Izzy style, because that's where Luke would go to train for Team Illinois for getting ready for the Fargo Nationals. So yeah, that's like the one.
That's pretty cool.
Thing like sticks out where somebody knew I was a wrestler, and then when they found out, you know, and it's funny because we took a picture of, she got the picture of him and I, and he's like 6 years old, standing next to me in a Hardcore Craig shirt, and I took a picture with him. I'm like, I remember those leopard skin or like zebra singlets that I had on. I'm like, that's when we were in Kankakee. I go, he would be at every single show.
Yeah.
And then when he came in and we had lunch and everything and talked, you know, we took another picture side by side, and it's really, really cool.
See, moments like that. I was gonna ask, like, what are moments, like not necessarily matches, but moments in wrestling that you really cherish or that you'll remember for the rest of your life?
I would think it'd be a lot of the stuff that, I mean, obviously wrestling on, you know, national TV and stuff like that. That's something that was always really cool. But a lot of that stuff like that would stick out and like be in my head is like stuff that happened after, like outside.
Yeah.
With the boys hanging out or doing different, just like stories and shit like that.
Yeah. I'm curious that, and once people find out that you're a wrestler, not workers, not in the ring, but outside of wrestling, people find out you're a wrestler. You ever had anybody try to test you? Like, oh, you're a wrestler? I bet I can kick your ass.
Just messing around.
Okay.
Yeah, no, nobody would test me.
No, okay.
Craig's like, you want to get chopped?
Usually they've already seen the chop, so they know not to test me, because that's what I'll come back at with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever chopped anyone outside of wrestling? Just like.
Oh yeah. Guys want to think they could take it, and I could do that, blah blah blah, and then I give them one or two, and they're like, "Fuck that, stop."
I used to be in a bowling league where the fifth frame, you know how they always call it the beer frame?
Beer frame. I
managed to convince everyone to change it to the chop frame. So
I love it. How did I not come up with it? I'm getting back into bowling.
The lowest person to bowl that was the person that ended up getting chopped, but,
Oh,
but
Lord.
only by the people that either scored a strike or a spare. So it was motivation to hit that strike because that means you're a chopper.
Yeah, right.
And the person that got like a 2, fuck.
Wait, so how does that work then? In the fifth frame,
The
whoever
fifth
has
frame, instead of a beer frame, we did a chop frame. And if you were a person that either scored a strike or a spare, you were a chopper. The person that got the lowest score for that particular frame was the choppy.
Usually, fifth frame, beer frame, whoever has the lowest score has to buy a round of beers. For
Okay,
everybody.
okay.
So we turned it
I
into
like
a
the
chop
chopping
frame.
thing better. Where did you bowl at?
It's like, I want to go.
Yeah, you still bowl?
Nah, it's been years.
Oh, where
But,
did you bowl at?
Over on what is it, Miami Bowl here on.
Oh, Miami Bowl. I
Yeah,
used to
for a
bowl
while
tournaments there back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day, then I think there was like an Andy's Bowl Shop or something further up on Pulaski. But yeah, we bowled a few different places. Forest Park as well over on 47th.
okay.
But yeah, I don't know how it ended up being a thing, and then it just took off. And every Wednesday when we used to go bowl, I'm like, "You guys ready for this chop frame today?"
Yeah.
I would even woo when I would chop people too. Like, woo!
Did you have other workers on your team?
I was the only one. Dude.
Oh, see, I was the only one too on any of my teams. So I'm like, nobody would be like, no, fuck that. We're not doing chop frame.
I think you guys should start your own team.
Yeah, Spade. Scott Spade bowls.
I'm not doing chop frame with Craig. I'm not that good of a bowler, dude. I'd end up getting painted.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I forgot Spade's a bowler.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah.
He bowls at my dad. My dad runs bowling alley.
Okay, where at?
New Lenox.
Okay.
Laraway Lanes. And
Okay.
Scott actually bowls there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I found out he was a bowler. I'm like, really? Picture Scott Spade, a pro bowler over there. Yeah, even you. He said you used to bowl back in the day.
I bowled a lot. I mean, when before I got into trades, I would work roofing and then come home, go to sleep, and then wake up in the middle of the night. Rolling Lanes in LaGrange used to be open 24 hours.
Okay.
I'd work there Sundays just so I could get free bowling.
Uh-huh.
And then I would go there and bowl for pot games 6-7 hours at night, and then come home, change, and go to work. And that was like my routine. I mean, I was bowling easily 100 games a week.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow, yeah,
That's
that's
nuts.
Because my dad was a regional pro. I bowled. I grew up in a bowling alley watching my grandma and my grandpa, and my
Yeah.
mom and dad all bowled at the same
Oh, so the whole
place.
family was bowlers.
Oh, yeah,
then.
they were all bowlers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Your kids bowl at all?
No, it's funny to watch Luke bowl, though. my daughter's the better bowler, but Luke's the goofier one.
Okay. What do your kids say about dad being a wrestler?
Oh, they love it. Well, like I said, I've been doing it before they
Right.
were born, so I mean, they've grown.
Yeah, I'm saying and now that they're older, and because you got two, right?
Yeah, Luke
Okay.
and Leah.
Okay, and how old's your daughter?
She'll be 23, and my son will be 21.
Okay, has she ever thought about getting into the business?
So I never paid
No,
attention.
she-
Sorry, I just need to interrupt here. As soon as you said the names, never really paid attention. You're a Star Wars guy, huh?
I guess a little bit. What do you think?
Oh, Luke and Leah.
Yeah,
big
I was
time.
like, wait a minute. I never paid attention, and I've heard you say their names millions of times. And right now, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars
I didn't even
fan.
realize that right now. Yeah, Luke
Yeah.
and Leah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you always been a Star Wars guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fucking. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So like when you're
Why didn't you name him Vader?
'Cause that's me. I'm the evil Sith. The Sith Lord.
so do you watch the business now? Like, do you watch like WWE or AEW?
A little bit. Like, I mean, it's hard. I DVR a lot of shit, and I try to watch it and fast forward. It's like I don't have a lot of time to just sit around and watch TV. But if I'm working out at my house in the basement, I'll flip it on and fast forward and try to catch up on stuff. The one thing I do follow is Joey on NXT.
Yeah.
I would record that and I'll fast forward and watch all his shit.
Yeah,
So
he's
like,
doing really
he's
good,
doing
man.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, proud of that. He
I know.
worked
Yeah.
hard for that spot.
Yeah, he did.
He's really good.
Yeah, I'm super proud of him, man.
They got to be moving him up to Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the dirt sheets have been saying
Yeah.
lately. So pretty excited to see that. It's a little surreal actually. Like example, we've been around everyone and we know some names that have made it, and you see it and that's cool. But there's something different about Joey. the fact that we know his uncle and, just the things that are there, the family, connections.
Not once but twice I decided to room with that guy. God damn it, Joey. You need to get us one of those mask things. When he snores like a bull.
But yeah, it's gonna be pretty surreal to watch him on TV. I mean,
especially like
NXT
a
is
family
okay.
member for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's great. But I mean, it's cool for me to see it too.
Yeah, well, because
And-
I remember because when I was in a tag match against Joey,
The Joeys.
yeah, both of them, right? Yeah, it was them two against me and I think one of the kids, and then I was supposed to go in a feud with Tony D, but then Jimmy's like, yeah, never mind, we can't do that. I'm like, what happened? He's like, kayfabe, but he just got signed. I was like, oh shit. I was like, wow, that's fucking awesome. And then years later, look at what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
His last match was against Danny.
Yeah. Oh, that was his
Yeah.
last one? Was that at one of the Rages?
That was at that was at Rumple's in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was yeah. But to see what he's doing now, man, holy shit, man, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Actually, Joey and I sent him a picture after the rehearsal dinner.
Uh-huh.
A little boozed up, and sent him a picture and talked with him a little bit. So.
A little boost. That was probably one of my favorite moments that I've ever had a chance to, privilege of sharing with you. We're sitting at the back of the bar and we're getting those beers. And
We went outside on the patio. Yeah, that's like this is a blast out here, man.
Before I got a chance to say no, don't order that beer because I already know what's gonna taste like. You're like, no, I'll take it. I'm like, Craig just ordered that really nasty beer. It was like it was supposed to be a pilsner.
Some kind of coffee.
It was
like
a coffee because I'm like, oh my god, yeah, coffee. I want
And
one
I
of
was
those
like,
things.
no,
and I'm
don't
like,
do it, Craig. No. It was a pilsner, a coffee pilsner. I'm like, I'm okay with when coffee stouts, but I was like, yeah, this is gonna taste pretty gross. And I had to see his face. He's like,
I was like, why didn't you say something, man? This sucks.
He grabs 2 empty glasses and poured.
Yeah, here, free samples, everybody. Give me another one of those other things that Javier said was good.
I was like, no, all right, whatever, Craig. You want to do it, man? You do you, Craig. It's gross.
A lot of things a lot of times like this, the vets, when we have them on, obviously nowadays the landscape of wrestling has changed a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I've always wanted to get your guys' opinions. Like, what do you see nowadays in wrestling that really bothers you guys that wouldn't probably fly years ago?
Probably just high spot after high spot after high spot after high spot, and
That usually follows a high spot, though, right?
yeah, right, and like 6 more after that. But
That's just the opener.
you're right, and that's I don't know. I was taught to tell a story when you get out there in the ring, like you got to establish. There's a lot of people like back in the day when we were going who'd never come to shows. They don't see you on TV. They don't know the storylines. So you have to go out there and sell to them who is the bad guy and who's the good guy. Mm-hmm. And you got to work off their emotions and play to.
Yeah.
You script all this shit out, and you're doing it all, and it's like you're already into your 3rd spot, and they're still trying to pop for the first one you did, and you lose them. I don't know. I was always taught to work a little slower, and the shit you do, make it make sense, and let them react, and you play off of them. And if you're doing a bunch of stuff and it's, I got all this stuff planned out, well, the people aren't eating it. They're not buying it. They're not into it. You need to change direction and know how to shoot from the hip and
Right.
actually work the crowd and how to, switch your direction a different way to get those people up,
Yeah.
To just a storytelling aspect of the matches.
Yeah, right.
You read a very similar thought process on Undertaker says that a lot nowadays. It's weird hearing these thoughts come from the Undertaker because for years he protected his characters for so much,
Right.
And then you hear these like veteran thoughts come out of him, and he says, "Oh, I don't dig this because of this and that." And a lot of it is exactly what you just said.
Is it? Yeah, I haven't heard. I know they got some new show out. Luke was telling me about it, but
On Netflix, WWE has a show called what's it called, Unreal?
Yeah.
Where they show.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, they show all the backstage stuff.
do they? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
but Luke's like, I don't know if you're going to want to see it.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people in the wrestling business that were upset when that came out. Because I mean, I mean, wrestling's exposed now, but even
We already knew all that, they're just actually confirming it.
Yeah.
and filming it and
Yeah.
showing everybody. I mean, well, it's just ever since the internet came out, that's when kayfabe started to die.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, those guys in WWF, they would work 60, 80 days straight every day.
Yeah.
And you'd wrestle the same guy every day in different towns all over the place. I could read that in the dirt sheets that we used to get. But once the internet came out, now anybody could find out about it. Like, these guys have been wrestling each other every single night, and it just got exposed, and it's just more and more. And people who shouldn't be involved in the business think they're in the business, and they're not. And so, so everybody knows now.
To what extent did you ever protect the business back in the day before the days of kayfabe dying? Because you were around during a time frame where it was sacred. So what kind of extents did you go to protect that?
Well, like if I was riding with, if me and the guy that I worked were carpooling together or whatever, I just put a mask on when you get to the show. One of us. So when you're walking in together, if you run across somebody, they don't know.
Right.
They see Eric and I walking in together, or whoever you and I walking in together. I put a fucking hood on, or you put a mask on, or whatever, right as we pull in, and nobody would know. Not like as a heel, not going out into the crowd and hanging out, being all nice with the fans and shit. The heels always stayed in the back. The faces always got to go sell all the gimmicks and make all the money. That's why it was great, because I was always a face.
Yeah.
For the longest time, back when kayfabe, so I could go out there and sell 8x10s and all kinds of pictures and shit and shirts.
Right.
But the heels were not allowed to go out there. Now, I mean, they're all out there sitting next to each other at a big fucking table like a family together,
Like you said, and even now with social media. I was laughing because fucking when Jey Uso and Braun Breaker, and they're in a feud together, and then Jey Uso posts on his Instagram story him and Braun Breaker working out together.
Yeah.
Oh, really? See, I would still to this day, I would never do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like I still kind of protect it.
Exactly.
Yeah, they showed Braun Breaker benching and Jey Uso spotting him. I was like, well, you guys just got done with your feud like a week ago.
Yeah, right.
Well, we worked out our differences,
and now we're working out chest.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then just did you see yesterday? Someone leaked a picture of CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch and AJ Lee in the match, in the ring, going over their match.
Ugh.
They posted it yesterday. They leaked it yesterday.
And that shit bothers the crap out of me. Not so much that, but it's like the fact that somebody probably that has some sort of access to the show thinks that this is a good thing to do. Oh, I got a
right.
great
And
picture.
on the stage that we're on, you don't have to worry about that. But on their stage, there are so many people involved, so many road people.
Oh yeah,
and it could just be somebody in the arena, somebody selling Cokes or beers or hot dogs.
Someone working the conventions.
Oh, taking a picture and sending it out to everybody and leaking shit out.
Yeah.
That's something I would never go and do. There's other places you can go and do that. Do that back. You don't have to be in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like remember that show at the strip club? Only wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Remember when what's the dude's name? Tessa Blanchard's dude.
Sphinx?
Yeah, remember when he was in the ring going over his stuff?
Oh yeah, and she snapped on him.
There was a photographer there. He had his camera out, and she said, "Hey, don't be snapping pictures." He's like, he's got his mask off. Don't be snapping pictures.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. At least somebody
Yeah.
told him to fucking stop.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Don't be taking pictures. Wait till he gets to the back. He's got his mask off. I was like, oh shit. The dude was like, he was the photographer for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he was just snapping pictures, before the show started.
Not knowing anybody.
Yeah, not knowing anybody.
Funny thing about that show, you mentioned earlier, Cabana playing Officer Cabana. He actually did that gimmick that day.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I was like, I know exactly where that's from.
Yeah, they wrestled the clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
The clowns are still wrestling?
Yeah.
wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Yabo and Ruffo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys too. Those are guys that really, look at Ruff. He did the cowboy gimmick for how long?
Yeah, right.
He paints his face as a clown with his brother. And
Ruffo.
Now
Ruffo
they're getting all this attention now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun to work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
As you get closer to the end of the road for your career, what's going to be? You mentioned earlier that the things that you do with the workers, with the boys in the back, and all those things are going to be the ones you miss. Tell us about some road stories. Tell us about some ribs maybe along the way. In 35 years, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot and experienced a lot. Oh, there's a smirk already.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd have to sit and think about that. I probably should have wrote some notes down. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy shit. I never did any malicious
You don't seem like
ribs
the
or
kind,
anything
yeah.
like that, and really nobody did any malicious ribs around me.
You
because-
rode with freedom. You know
Right.
malicious shit happened.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I've heard of other guys doing malicious ribs.
No, we're saying
on
because
people where-
Freedom's a big ball buster. He likes to do ribs.
Yeah, well, that's fine because
Yeah.
they're funny.
No, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
They're
yeah.
not degrading,
Right.
and treating somebody like they're a piece of garbage,
Right.
And I think maybe because everybody knows that I wouldn't put up with this shit, and they would have to hear from me if I saw somebody doing something like that. I know when we were overseas, we got Adam Pierce pretty good, and it was funny. We filled his shoes with shaving cream. And he had this favorite leather jacket that he loved to wear, so we shot shaving cream in the sleeves. So then when he put it on, poof, all the shaving cream came out. And we're all hung over. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Stuff like that. Ian had shaved half of his eyebrow off just so he could go shave somebody else's eyebrow off, and then he would wake up and be like, "Oh my God, they got me too." He only shaved like a little bit off, but he shaved the other guys completely off.
Who was that?
Ian Rotten.
That's a good one.
Yeah, all kind of funny little ribs like that, but nothing malicious. I was never into that. And like I said, I never saw anybody do anything malicious like that.
Yeah.
Because I think they know if I go shit in this guy's bag, he's probably going to beat the shit out of me.
Right.
I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hear those stories and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's not even a rib. That's just some horrible hazing right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. Somebody cut all the fucking cut the crotches out of all their underwear on a trip we were on. So like all their underwear, they cut the crotch out, so they had to
Balls are hanging out.
Yeah, find a store to go buy underwear because every single pair, that's funny. That's
Not malicious at all.
no, not at all.
It's just funny.
In some places, that's a thing.
Now that was a great one. I think I'm going to remember that one for a while. Well, who knows if we'll do it or not, but there you go.
Oh man, as we start winding down here, man. So tell us what's next for Hardcore Craig, man.
Just doing what I'm doing, hanging out with you guys. Like I got Scott Spade. I'm doing another podcast with him. Do a bunch of indie shows and get what I can in before my son's wrestling season starts up, because then I'm gone every weekend until the end of March.
Come January, we won't be seeing much of you then.
Well, come November.
November, okay.
Yeah, first week in November he starts, and he's in Minnesota. I won't be going to that one, but then after that I'm at all of them because we're doing Rage on the 1st.
Yeah.
I had booked that string of shows with Jimmy because Luke wanted to be able to come and watch me wrestle before he went back to school.
Okay.
So he would come and Leo would too, but Luke could actually be there.
Yeah.
Because once he goes back to school. So that's why I took the bookings. And he's like, I'll be in Minnesota. Don't worry about it. Take the booking. I want to come watch you wrestle. So then from November to end of March, I'm pretty much done. Like I'm doing Justin James.
Yeah.
For Rick.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
Rick Paradise
memorial.
Memorial.
Yeah, I'll do that because that's on a Friday. Right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a Friday
Friday. Yeah,
night,
that
yeah.
fits right in because Luke wrestles on Thursday and then Saturday, so I could fit that Friday in after work.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'll try to fit whatever I can in, but everybody knows now. It's off to see my kid wrestle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Watch
man.
him do his thing.
Yeah.
When you retire, are you done with the pro wrestling business, or do you?
I
feel
would
like-
hope not. I would hope somebody would want. I mean, I'd like to be involved behind the scenes, just helping out with gimmicks and storylines and
Yeah.
shit like that. I've been asked numerous times, but I don't want anything. I'll help out anybody's storyline if there's questions about something. But I'm not going to be exclusively a writer and writing all my shit, because then if I'm starting to get over, people are going to look at it as like, oh, he's writing all the storylines for himself to make himself look good,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
and that. So I'll give, and that was always the thing, I would never do my match. You want me to help? Tell me what you got. You have an issue with this? Here, do this instead, do this. Or we need input on this, on these matches. And I'll give input on mine, but somebody else is going to be an agent for my match. What do you want? Do you have any questions? Maybe we should do this instead, that. But I'd like to really get involved in it. And
Yeah.
help write everybody's shit. And, you know, kind of like I was a welding instructor, and I like to see guys who had just started out welding and then keep working with them and get them to the point where they pass their x-ray test.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Like I started helping
There's
you
some
out.
pride
I'd
there,
like
yeah.
to see that progression of helping these guys starting off and working their storylines and their angle and everything, and then they run their program and see the whole thing evolve, and then see the very final product at the end. I think I'd like.
And slowing their pace down.
Yeah, right.
Look, you need to add more chops.
More choppy, less flippy.
Vic Capri ended up opening up his school. Do you see yourself going down that route?
I'd never open up a school. If anything, I would have Luke go there and train with Vic, and I've already talked with Vic about that, and I've talked with Ego about the steps that he should take and wants to take that next step to get into the spot where Joey's at. He wants to get into NXT.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Like I said, he's a junior now, so he's got 2 years. He's not going to start, and he may start up maybe training or something his senior year while he's home for school in the summer. But yeah, he's gonna. Vic, like I said, I've already talked with Vic and Ego, backstage about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no school for me. I don't have fucking time. School.
Before you call it quits, I mean, aside from, I know you said you like to wrestle your son, but is there anyone else you want to get in the ring with before you would end your career?
I don't know. I have to think on that one too. Like, guys, because I've had, like I said, the times I've had with Vic, and I'm really hoping that we get to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people. Like I know Eric's done. I'd like to do something with Jimmy. Yeah, there's quite a few people I'd like to do stuff, and I got time.
I mean, because I really don't see yourself slowing down anytime soon. You're still going. You're still going.
Yeah,
nonstop.
no. Yeah, I'd like to work with Ego too. I'd love to have a match with him. It's been a long time since we've worked each other, and that's going back to when Blitz first started. So that was probably 15 years ago. Yeah, there's numerous guys I'd like to work with one more time before I hang them up.
Like you said, man, hopefully we get to get in there again.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Pay attention, Jimmy.
Pay attention, Jimmy. No,
Get that chest ready, Danny.
That's right.
It's
Well,
big.
you're his manager, so you're getting one too.
Shit.
You can take them all, bro. Yeah. We'll do a spot.
You remember what I said? As soon as I take one, I'm going to sell.
Hey, don't worry. I'll throw them back in the ring.
That's right.
Back in the ring for you.
I'm like,
No, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh,
man.
thanks for having me. It was a
Yeah,
blast.
I hope you had
like
fun,
I
man.
said, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah, hope you had fun, man. We had a great time talking with you because we always say with all the wrestlers we have on at the shows, it's always a quick high and by,
Yeah, right.
Very short conversation with actually sit and talk with people. Actually sit and have a drawn out conversation, man. It's always fun
Yeah, right.
because then we find stuff out that we never knew before. With
No, that's why I don't know what's going to happen, what's going to be asked, but I'm kind of pumped about this. It's going to be cool. just to
I'm
sit
sure the
back
last
and-
thing he thought about was talking about bowling today. I'm sure that's not on Spade's list of questions to ask.
I'm still hooked on the chop phrase.
He's like, I got ideas.
we're gonna see next week is in a post. Hey guys, I'm back in my bowling league.
Ball 3 times a week. I got so many teams that hate me right now.
No, man. Thanks for coming. And hanging out
Thanks
with
for
us,
having me. I appreciate it,
Yeah,
guys. It was a
man.
lot of fun. Good laughs.
Yeah, no, man. Before we head up out of here, any last things you want to say?
No, just thanks for having me, and come out and check us out wrestling. All these guys.
Yeah, where can people find you on the socials?
I don't have any of that.
I have social.
I don't even have that.
Craig's like,
Venmo,
what's a social?
or whatever you guys call it. I don't have any of that shit. My kids have to send money to people that I have to Venmo stuff to.
Thanks for coming out, and good luck on Spades podcast. I'm looking forward to hearing that. I know
Yeah,
it's
me
going to be
too.
a little bit more structured in the sense of like, going through the history of your career as well as like the independent wrestling scene for, like, as he's saying, for the last 20, 25, 30 years. So looking forward to hearing more of that, of your journey. Thanks for hanging out and just shooting shit with us.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yep, this is the part of the episode, man. We'll sign off with a toast.
All right.
Before we head up out of here, we want to say a big, huge thanks to Hardcore Craig for coming and hanging out with us here today. Big special thanks to our sponsors, the Law Office of Christopher Hoff, Chi-Town Effects Tattoo, the Lucha Libre Superstore. I always get the tongue twister for me there. Yeah. The shout out to the Wrestling Tees, our boys all the way in Canada, and big shout out to 94.5 The Hits. Craig, this is part of the episode. We'll raise up our beverages, and we just sign off by saying "Salud, cabrones."
Salud, cabrones.
So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Salud, cabrones. We out.